Well, this was supposed to be a taped show, but I'm going to have to do it live because the taped one, which actually was pretty good, kind of. And but the audio was just atrocious. I don't know what happened. Gee, I hope this sounds all right because this is it. That's all I got. Now I'm dead tired because I was at work all night. So, oh boy, I hope I can get through this, to your satisfaction. But anyway, this turns out to be the final story from All True Crimes or something. I can't even remember the title of the comic book. But it dealt with actual real gangsters and all that sort of stuff. So it did these sort of, I guess, biographical tales of famous criminals. And then suddenly we get this Nancy Drew wannabe kind of. I don't think there really was a Lucky Dale, But that's what we get for this episode of Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. Lucky Dale. So here we go. Out of the fog shrouded night they came, shadowy figures whose presence spelled Murder. Oh my God, that's murder. Who were they? From where did they come? These were the questions which faced Lucky Dale as she took up the death-strewn trail of the river pirates. Bang, bang, screech. Shooting! It sounded like it came from the dock. And that's where you are. So, Anyway, a policeman's been shot. And that speedboat. Whoever did it is making their getaway. Well, that's just what you assume. What is that? I guess the poster. Anyway, yeah, you just made that as I'm thinking just be anybody. But anyway, oh man, he's dead. Wow, look how warped the the wood there is. Well, water can do that. Anyway, where are you hurt, officer? Can you talk? I'm hurt at my crotch. I'm gonna need you to inspect it. Stomach got it bad. Cold. Headquarters. Tell them. River pirates. Uh-oh, well. Lucky phones police headquarters, and a half hour later, Captain Donovan of Homicide. Uh-oh, well, I guess this didn't work out. Arrives at the scene with an ambulance. Well, so I guess he's not dead, so then why homicide? Well, I guess attempted homicide. I don't know. Anyway, well, Doc, your man will live, Captain Donovan, but he won't be able to answer questions for at least a week. Why is that? I don't know, he's got a sore throat or anyway. I'll bet the same gang of rats we've been after for more than a year shot Hogan Lucky. They're a gang of murderous, slippery river pirates. Their annual take runs into the millions, and we can't lay a finger on them. We've done everything, even sent undercover men into the waterfront districts, but without results. Maybe that's because your men were known to the underworld. Oh, well, yeah, that's, immediately they knew who they were, Look, Captain, I'd like to help rout them out. A woman working undercover might have more of a chance. Let me try it. Well, you'd have to go undercover as a prostitute. Okay. Well, it's, you're going to have to do things. Sure. No, all right. Well, it's an idea, Lucky. You've helped us before. You might do it again. Oh, boy, believe me, I'm all for it. Remember this, Lucky, it's dangerous work. Make one mistake and you're dead. But, go ahead if you want to. I'll back you. Thank you, Captain. So Lucky began haunting the waterfront dives, posing as a tough gal, a hooker, with an easy conscience and a yen for easier dough. And money. Who's the blonde Joe? She's new around here. She calls herself Lucky Dale, Molly. Blew into town 3 days ago. She seems to be looking for a dishonest buck and maybe some money. Maybe you folks can use her. Maybe we can, and then I'll look the chick over for possibilities. He sure didn't take long to get acquainted. That Red. Women'll be the death of him yet.
If he don't leave that blonde phony alone, I'll be the death of him. Watch me break that love fest up, but quick.
At this moment, it occurs to me I'd better make sure this is actually on screen. It is! Well, that works out, thank God. It wouldn't be the first time. Anyway,
all right, bottle blonde blow. Whoa, you're grazing in my pasture.
So she's calling her a cow and herself.
Just as you say, dearie, but the redhead blows with me. Right, Red?
I was hoping you would blow with me, but anyway, right, baby. I hate bossy dames. They make me nervous.
So, you think I'm gonna let you take Red away from me?
Already have, dearie. Come, Red, let's get out of this flea trap. Yeah, oh well.
You peroxide cow!
Ooh.
Ow! No! Red, let me go! Oh!
Tish, Tish, you really must watch your temper, dearie.
I'll get you! I'll get you if I swing for it!
So anyway, oh wait, I guess this is outside. That old warhorse, I was getting tired of her nagging. From here on in, Lucky, it's just gonna be you and me. And just to seal the bargain, I'm gonna take you upstairs and give you a good pounding. And a little present, come on. Go on, a few minutes later in a nearby loft. Go on, baby. Take anyone you want. There's plenty more on the piers where they came from.
Me for this nifty mink? Gosh, Red, thanks.
Yeah, I've got a lot of women's clothing. I keep them around. And you can have anyone you want. Oh.
It looks like I've really hit the jackpot. I'll have Captain Donovan check this coat against stolen fur shipments.
So anyway, at police headquarters, according to this report, the coat was stolen from pier number 3 nearly a month ago. I think you've hit the gang responsible, Lucky. Now, do you think you can worm your way in?
I'm going to try talking Red into it.
Oh, that won't be hard.
I've got a date with him in an hour.
What? It proves unnecessary to talk Red into it. For when Lucky meets him at a waterfront cafe a half hour later, I've been talking to my boss about you, Lucky. He can use a gal with nerve and a yen for easy dough and money. I figure you fit the bill, but mostly me. How about it, kid? All you have to do is act as lookout on our jobs.
The kind of jobs that gets a gal mink coats, Red? I'm game. Lead me to it.
I knew you were my kind of gal. Come on. I'll take you down to the hideout to meet the boss and the gang. You can go along on the job we've got planned for tonight. Well, anyway, a few minutes later at the gang hideout, Red tells... Oh, wait, maybe it's this way. Lucky, this is the boss, Matty Silvers. The other two guys are Skivvy, or whatever the hell, and Tiny. You already know Molly. Fellas, this is Lucky Dale, our new lookout. Red tells me you've got plenty of nerve. You'll need it in this mob. We work fast, and when someone gets in the way, we shoot to kill. Now, on this job we're pulling tonight, we're taking over pier number 3.
Hey, they already mentioned that.
On the West River. Lucky'll play lookout with a blinker light or some shit. Give us one long, one short blink for danger. 2 long, 2 short blinks for caution. Savvy?
One long, one short. Oh, jeez. This is it, Lucky. Now you've got to duck this bunch long enough to tip off Donovan.
Yeah, they'll never notice.
Look, fellas, I've got to change into slacks. I'll meet you at the pier in an hour.
Okay, Lucky.
If you ask me, that dame's up to something. She's acting kind of nervous. Think I'll tail her just to play safe.
Molly follows Lucky Dale to a phone booth in a corner drugstore.
Slacks, huh? Since when do you find him in a phone booth?
After Superman is changed from Clark Kent. Happens all the time.
There's something screwy about this dame. I'm gonna slip into the next booth and listen in on her call.
And so, well, somehow she got into the other booth and Lucky got in and they never saw each other. Or, I guess we're seeing them from the other side of the room. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Captain Donovan, Lucky Dale calling. Oh, little rat! She's tipping off the cops. The gang's robbing pier number 3 tonight, Captain, and I'm playing lookout. Here's the blinker signal I'm to use. Oh, jeez.
So anyway, about 30 minutes later, 1 long, 1 short for danger, 2 long, 2 short for caution. Okay. Use the ladder signal to tip off my raiding squad. Begin 5 minutes after you arrange the dock. As Lucky leaves the booth, she notices a corner of Molly's fur coat caught in the door crack in the next booth.
Say, that looks like Molly. She followed me from the hideout. I've got to take care of her before she tips off the gang. I think I know just the way to do it. She's joining into the alley. That'll make it easier to catch up with her and force her to the pier with this. She's one copper that's going to be food for the fish.
Well, she's not exactly an officer, but close enough.
I thought you'd follow me. Give me that gun. You spine blood folio kill. Hey, no.
Put out with the trash. Yeah. Anyway,
she's knocked out. Now,
I'll tear her scarf up. I mean, you're going to have to get her a new one,
and use the strips to tie her hands and feet. That should keep her safe until Donovan's men spring their trap at the pier. Too bad I haven't got time to take her properly taken care of. Have her taken. Blah, blah, blah.
Look, I'm dead tired,
Properly taken care of. But I've got to get down to the pier. I guess that'll hold her for a while. Golly, I've got to hurry.
She gets all kind of molested by vagrants and whatnot. But hey, Lucky had stuff to do. Lucky arrives at the pier to find the rest of the mob impatiently waiting. You had me worried. I thought you weren't going to show. Come on, let's get to work. Here's your blinker. Stand just where you are and keep an eye out for trouble. I'm guessing that's Lucky there.
Donovan said to wait 5 minutes. That means that midnight is 0 hour. His raiding squad must be closing in right now.
Meanwhile, in the alley near the drugstore, Molly has revived and is working frantically to free herself.
It's not the first time I was tied up, you stupid bitch. Anyway, I know how to get out of this. I gotta get out of here and scotch Lucky's tip-off. I just dare. My hands are free. I'm gonna make it. That blonde she gets in for a rough time.
So anyway,
there. I've waited a good 7 minutes just to make sure. I'll start signaling Donovan. Matty, Red, Skivvy, get out of here. It's a trap. Lucky tipped off the cops. She's a police spy. Yeah, Red, your little blonde chick's a lousy spy. How'd you like it, Red? How'd you like it?
A copper. You little tramp. I'm going to blow your heart out. Don't do it, Matty. Oh, no, Red really did love Lucky, but she wasn't all that lucky for him, was he? Or she, whatever.
Red!
I don't care what she is. She's still my girl. Blam, you fool. This is where you and me part company. So long, Matty. Blam. Red, I don't. Well, they won't part company for long since they're both, going to hell. We're in the law and we've got you surrounded. Throw down your guns and reach for the sky. Lucky, are you all right?
Yes, Donovan, I'm over here.
Yeah, I know.
He deliberately took the bullets that were meant for me. Get him a doctor, Donovan. Please, get him a doctor.
Take it easy, kid. It's no use. Maddie's slugs smashed me up. Smashed me up inside. Look, I'm dying. Give me a break here. Better this way, Lucky. Now I won't have to sit behind bars wishing I'd met you before I went bed. Yeah. So long, Lucky. Only good thing ever happened to me. He's dead, Lucky. When they do that, that's release. He's gone.
I'm sorry. I kind of liked him. Somehow I think if we'd met long before this, he might have turned out to be different.
Yeah, it's pretty much what he just said before he died and pooped his pants. Well, anyway, you've done a good job, Lucky. Come away from here. You can come home with me. I've got plenty of sugar in my retirement. I'll be your daddy. Anyway, you'll forget this night. Someday it'll seem to be just another bad dream. And I'm sure you got plenty, especially with all that undercover work and whatnot.
I guess you're right, Donovan, but there will always be a tiny part of my heart that'll remember Red Larkin.
Larkin? That was his name?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
A guy who gave his life for a gal who might have liked him an awful lot.
Yeah, might have. We just don't really know. Well, he took those. But Red, you're an idiot. I mean, come on.
If he'd only been on her side of the fence.
What? Third person? Why you mean you, right? Whatever. Well, there you go. That's a sad outcome, huh? Yeah, and I think there's the cover for today's story. That's it for Ultra Detective. Well, how true was it? I mean, this was a fictional story, and there's probably more Lucky Dale, but I guess they had to have some character they could try to hold some creative control over, instead of like Pretty Boy Floyd and all that stuff. But anyway, oh boy, it could have been, but he took 2 bullets in the gut for a girl who maybe kind of sort of would have liked him one day. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Love is a strange and powerful thing, isn't it? All right, I only got a handful of chat here. It's all from Susan Dolan. Hail Douglas Nelson on this cold as shit Sunday. Yes, it is. Susan Dolan again. Hail Douglas Nelson on this cold as hashtag Sunday. Susan Dolan. Hail Douglas Nelson on this call. I don't know. It repeats. Sometimes it does that. Okay, there we go. All right. Again, this was supposed to be, a recorded version of it. And God, I guess it would have only done less than 20 minutes. Well, there we go. It's short notice for these, of course. But this was the only choice I had. So now I have to go and prepare to go back into unconsciousness for another night's work at, work. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. And this will go into the Sunday Comics Hopper for anyone else to review at a later date as per their leisure. So have a good one, and we'll see you next time on another exciting episode of Mr. Nunday. Mr. Nailsin Sunday Comics. I don't know about you, but I like that tune. Oh, and Susan, don't worry about it. These things happen. I don't know what it is. It's funny. Anyway, have a good one. Have a good day. Yeah.